crikey, yeah, right. Okay, what I wanted to do was to slightly change the sequence of the agenda, really, and just go through some of the things, some of the discussion points first, if possible. So I'll just run down them and just see what you all think about it. The first one on the list is the auto login rules. We've experienced a problem with Hotmail accounts because the way the auto login rules work is that if you click on the link in the email that's sent out, you can only do that once. And if you click on it again, then it will say that the link has been used. The problem is that Hotmail accounts seem to access it twice. So if you click on if you're a Hotmail user and you click on the link, it goes there first and just does a pre-look, and then comes back again, and then hello, Alan. Hi. And then when it does the full one, it then says it's invalid because it's already been clicked. So I think we probably need to change the rules, and really I just wanted some thoughts on what people felt about change. How we could change these rules, what we could do.
What's the risk, Chris? What's the risk if it doesn't time out the first time?
You mean if you let it go twice, for instance?
Or multiple, yes.
It's the same risk as it expiring. It's really just maybe there isn't a risk. It's just we'd always had the one there. If we want to, we could change it and allow two. But I just wanted to make certain that people were happy if we did change that wasn't sort of reducing the security of the thing. I suppose there's a small risk in sending out emails with links like this, which gets you logged, if other people get them, then they could log into your account because just by clicking on it. But they could do that if they do it once. So
yeah, I mean, we have a lot of problems with people who don't complete their payment first time, and then we have to do a reset so they can use the link again.
Yeah,
it would certainly reduce some hassle if we remove that single use only.
What we've done, because we've just been through the renewal process, or in reality in the middle of it, we took the link out altogether. We made a conscious decision not to have a link in the email, and we just told everybody to log on to the website and take the payment from there.
Yes, we have too many people who don't seem to be able to log onto the website very reliably.
And yeah, we have a load of those as well.
Yeah, yeah.
Chris, there's no danger of you paying twice then?
No danger, because it would then log as a payment. It would log you in, but wouldn't offer you that thing because it's already paid.
Even though it might
wouldn't that hit the 1 minute response time from Stripe?
So if you clicked it twice, but you then made a payment, then clicked it again. Well, no, because the 1 minute response time from Stripe should be catered by the locked member. So every time you start to pay, then once you go past the actual point of selecting which one is the member is locked to pay any. They can't then, so as long as the thing completes successfully, it then unlocks them. But we we still have occasionally it happens that they get locked and don't get unlocked. I've never quite worked out why. We had a couple of goes at trying to tie that down, but
does that mean that removing the single access only wouldn't work anyway, because people who start a payment transaction and don't complete might end up being locked anyway?
Yes, that would certainly be the case. But the point is that they wouldn't get, with the Hotmail issue, they wouldn't get far enough to be able to have selected what they want to pay, and therefore it wouldn't have locked them at that stage.
Right.
It only locks them when they start making a specific payment. So that wouldn't be a problem.
Well, I guess
so.
Yeah, it seems to me that there's very little risk of removing that single use only.
Just making it a double one.
Well, I can't. Well, allowing a double would sort the Hotmail problem out, wouldn't it?
Yes, it would certainly sort that. That certainly sort the Hotmail problem out. Yep. So I suspect it's probably worthwhile just adjusting it for that.
Can I be a pain, because I was a little bit late joining? What is the Hotmail problem?
The Hotmail problem is that when they click on the link in the email, Hotmail first of all goes off and does some sort of preliminary work on the thing, then comes back, and then goes off again. So it tries to access it twice. Why it does it, I've no idea. It just seems a waste of time. But still, they've obviously got a reason for doing it.
Perhaps a security issue, so they can figure what it is.
It's what? Sorry.
Security issue. You want to have a look at the image.
But okay, so. But he could do that in one go rather than two, couldn't it? If he wants to do a security check before it actually links it up.
I thought they just did one. It's when the member comes to do one that it fails.
No, it does it when the member clicks. It does it twice.
Oh, right.
Which doesn't seem to make any sense. But still, anyway, that's the way they work. So I'm happy to change it to 2. If there's a general feeling that would be okay, I'm not.
I must admit, from our point of view, because we've got so many blooming members, it's our own fault. I did have to reset the one click for about 250 people, which was quite laborious to say the least, but we got there in the end.
So that would sort that would sort that out for you, wouldn't it?
To an extent, yeah.
Except the Hotmail ones, which it wouldn't. Okay, all right. So fine. We'll go with that then, if everybody's happy. Right. Okay. Right. The second thing is we've had a lot of, in the last sort of year, a lot of spam coming in from people using the Contact Us, and I've been putting in restrictions to ban them from getting to the website once we identify their IP address, or more often it's not a single IP address. It's a range of IP addresses, and so I've been cutting out ranges. Now the problem with that is that it has some genuine members haven't been able to get into the site because their IP address is quite close to the IP addresses that I've and therefore have been included in the range. So it's a sort of a bit of a balancing act here. Have lots of you been experiencing the 403 problem?
We had a couple
Sorry, can't hear.
So we had a couple, two about a month ago.
Yes.
Dated IP address and
Yeah, well, I think Peterborough, I took out all the restrictions, didn't I?
I believe so, yeah. And it does seem to have solved the problem. And I don't.
It will have solved the 403 problem, but have you had any spam problems?
I'm not aware that we have. I think Louis would have complained bitterly if we had a done, but I've not had a look. I'll have a quick look now while you're chatting away.
Well, okay.
We get about one a week.
One a week?
Yeah.
Of spam? Yeah. So I think we've got the choice of either sort of doing what we've done with Peterborough and figuring out all the restrictions and just seeing if that causes a major problem with spam again, or we can just react to the 403s, or we can do it I can do it on an individual basis. So different system by system. So. So I'm happy to do whatever you individually want to do. So
sorry, I forgot to mute. You probably picked up my laughter there. I've seen the title of one of our contact us blooming emails, and it just made me laugh.
Well, we're not seeing it, so we don't get the joke.
It's someone inquiring about activities for a 14-year-old girl and her mother.
Right. So okay. So what I'm saying is, just let me know if you want me to change what you've got at the moment. So if people are getting 403s, or you think they may not you that they're getting 403s, but not using the website, I can rub all those out for you, and then see what happens in terms of the contact us, or I can leave it as is, or if you've got more spam that you want to report, then let me know that. So really, it's just let me know what you want to do, one-on-one on each basis. Okay. Okay. Right. Fine.
Just to let you know, Chris, I've just had a quick scan through our contact us, and I've looked back for 2 months, and I've not seen a single case of any spam coming through.
Well, that's good news then. That is good.
I know. Tremendous news.
We seem to have frightened them off. Right. Okay.
Not in Cockermouth, you see. If you're in Cockermouth, then you seem to get a lot of this.
Yes, that's right. But you're not getting any more reports, I guess.
No, we've been all right since then. It's just the 403 problem, which is that blights us now.
Right. Yes.
But I guess we can continue to fight those on a case by case basis.
Right. Okay. Yes. Yeah. So I suppose it might be worth, because you might get, I suppose, people who just don't tell you. And therefore,
there will be a lot of the people who won't tell us, or give up, or use their 3G phone or their 4G phone and manage to get in and then abandon the computer. We've had that.
Right. Yes.
There's various things happening.
Yes. Well, I suppose you could always say.
Of course, is that in order for you to OK their IP address, I have to give you their IP address, and getting an IP address out of these people is not easy.
Right. Yes. Okay. Yes. Okay. So fine, and I'll well, we'll just go along, but it's there anyway. If anybody wants to change the current situation, let me know. Right. Okay. Next thing is the group registered group listing. We got 2 reports which come out of a group membership, and there is the group register, and then there is the group list. Both of them are just a list of members. We've been having some trouble with the register because it's never worked absolutely properly, and it's very difficult to well, it's not possible to get it to absolutely get the headings in the right place on when you've got multiple pages. So I was thinking that probably we would need to rewrite it, but it just seemed to me having two just seemed to be, why do we have two? Do we need to have two?
What's the other one?
What do you mean by two, Chris?
Register is the list of members. It's just a place.
There is the group register, which is the one that which is on the group leader's sort of details at the top.
But there's no names printed out on that, is there?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Sorry, you're just distorting a bit, Richard. I can't quite hear what you said.
I was saying there was no names on it, but maybe I'm totally wrong.
There are names on it. There's names and membership numbers and all the dates the group meets.
Right.
Yeah.
So
yes, so there's what? Sorry.
I'm not aware that there's another one that's equivalent to that.
Well, there's the one in the top right corner of the group list where there is a list of members with their.
It doesn't have the list of dates on the x-axis.
Yeah.
No, that's right. That's right. So, okay, turn the question around. Does anybody use it as a register?
Yes.
Yes, we've got quite a few group leaders who do.
And they use the dates along the top and tick them off the people as they arrive, do they?
Yes.
Attendance, and we have some demanding groups where if we don't turn up for 3 weeks, we get to them and
Same with
warn them.
OTG.
Yeah, got quite a few of those.
Okay. And do people?
Sorry, Chris. We in Peterborough use it for our day trips, and I put it into Excel. Or I manipulate it in Excel.
Right. Okay.
Chris,
So is the other report used then? The one that's which is a sort of list of people with their emergency contact information in.
Yeah.
Well, we
our
also use that.
Yeah, our outside groups use that for emergencies in walking or.
Many of our groups use that for the emergency contacts.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. Fine. Okay. So we've established we need two different ones then for different purposes then. Okay. Right. I'm going to have to do something with the group register to try and try and do something because of the headings and things. I think we discussed before taking off the number attended, fees collected, amount banked, date banked by information, didn't we?
We did.
On the previous call, I think we decided that.
Yeah.
Did we not?
Yeah, I've created a query, Chris, whereby the group leader, I mean, you could do it another way, but the group leader, when the group leader goes to their group, they get the number of their group in brackets at the top, don't they? Yes?
Yes, they do.
Yeah, so I created one whereby all they do when they go to this query is they just put in the number of the group. For instance, number 49, number 124, whatever, and they pull their group members with just the group member's name and the group member's membership number, which then exports as a CSV, which they can pick up in Excel. Which is what I think a lot of them want to do, is they want something that exports to Excel that they can manipulate themselves and put whatever headers they want to across on sort of, I don't know, row 2 or whatever.
Right.
I don't know whether that would suit everyone else.
Why don't you just choose the Excel option when you do it?
Sorry, I'm not quite sure.
Pardon?
We can't quite hear what you.
On the group register, you're not looking for Excel format.
Is that what you're describing?
Is that Eugene?
That option, Eugene, for exporting to Excel is no longer there. You can only download it as a PDF. And a PDF doesn't open up in Excel very well, if at all.
We're on 14.2 and we still use it. Excel format. When
I don't know what we're on now. Hang on, I'll have a look.
You're on 1.
I tried to do it, Alan, I tried to do it the other day and I didn't get Excel on the group register, but then I tried it again and then I did. So I don't know whether we've moved.
In 14.3, it's still an option, PDF or Excel.
Okay.
Right. I think it's.
I've just had a look. We're on 14.4.
I suspect it's available on. It's to do with the old and the new site. I think it's available on the old site and possibly not on the new site. Is it?
No, I've looked on 14.4, gone into the admin site, and it's not available there.
Right. Okay. So really, I suppose what we're saying is that what we would like, or what you would like, is an option to be able to have a more generalised report, which has the names down the side, and you can have in CSV format. Is that really what we're talking about? Yeah. Does that mean? Or do you want the dates?
I would say if they can download it in CSV, if they want to put dates in, they can.
But at the moment, they're already getting it with dates, so you'll be going backwards if you were to everybody else but you, of course, Alan. I mean,
yes, but if you can put the dates in, great. If you can extract them from the database, fine. But otherwise, well, how much strife is it to put a few dates in across column row 2?
Well, for some people, a lot of effort, because they wouldn't know how to start.
Well, I would say, I would say if that's the case, if they're exporting to Excel, they don't know how to use Excel.
No, they don't.
So they don't need to export to Excel. They can take it as a PDF.
Well, as long as it's still there in the PDF, I agree with you.
Yeah. Okay. So what we're saying then is that perhaps we make certain it is available as a CSV and a PDF, but simplify it so that it just has people membership names down the side, dates across the top. Does that meet everybody's requirements then?
Well, I can't make out what's going on here, Chris, because I'm now looking at our live site and the Excel format is back. It wasn't there the other day.
Yeah, I like it.
Well, look, it doesn't really matter what's there at the moment. The fact is it doesn't work very well anyway, so it needs some work on it. So if we're saying that those are the requirements.
Sorry, the Excel format is perfect. If we're into the PDF, that'd be amazing.
Is that Eugene talking? I can't hear Eugene talking.
Sorry.
That's Chris.
Yeah.
You can hear you clearly, but nobody else clearly. And there's a lot of background noise.
Sorry, didn't get it.
No.
Right. Okay. All right. Look. But we could move the register up to the top. Well, would we want to move the register up to the top and put it with the rest of the reports, or do you want to leave it on the line?
I'd rather leave it on the line so it's in their group.
Yeah, it is there. I mean, it's just right. Okay. But the other reports you have still being up the top, right? It just seemed a bit odd doing it that way. But if that's less work to do that.
You put it at the top, the same as the list of emergency contacts and that sort of thing. So it's still on the group page.
You've got, top right hand of the group report. You've got an option there to have 4 reports. I think either 2 of them are downloads, 2 of them are just reports to the screen. One's the group, and the other's the members. Okay. Well, I think what's said was largely want to leave it very much as it is, but making certain it works properly.
So you only get, when you're in the home page of the group, you only get the printer icon, print the front.
If you click on that, it opens a drop down.
Select print option. Print grouping, print download grouping.
You get 4 options there.
Chris,
why don't you want it on the group page as an icon?
And what is on the group page?
The other icon across the top horizontally. That's used more than the other one, but the icon.
Neil, you're very quiet. I can't hear you very well. I don't know whether others can hear you. No, we can't hear you, Neil.
Oh, can you hear me now?
Yes.
You mean? I mean, I don't see why you want to move it out of those list of horizontal icons, really. Is there a space issue or something?
No. It's just there seemed a bit strange having 2 reports which are close together and one in 2 different places. That was all. It seemed, but you know, I'm happy if everybody's happy to leave it alone, and then.
Well, I'm happy with it.
Okay.
I'm absolutely bemused, Chris, because, as I say, I don't know if it was yesterday or Saturday, because this was coming up, I went in to have a look and see what you could do with the PDF format, and there was no option to download, it sends you it as an email, to email you with an Excel spreadsheet. I've just been in there now, and it's there.
Well, I certainly haven't changed your system for some weeks, so...
No, it's confusing.
Alan, I've just sent you an email about it.
Have you? You little devil, you. I'll have a look.
Right, okay. Yeah, I'm on the I get them both on the old site, if you like, and I think I only get one on the new site.
Ah, did I do it from the members site? Hang on.
Anyway, it doesn't matter. I mean, it doesn't matter. What's there? It's what we want, where we want to go, isn't it? So we'll just make certain that it's available on both. So shall I move on then? Let's move on, shall we? We've done 3 out of 8 or 10, so... Right, next one. Authority levels. Some discussion over what should be available for the secretary and the content authority level. Because I think Eugene, you said that there was some odd ones in the secretary one that you thought we ought to get rid of.
Yeah, that's right. The right record.
Sorry, Eugene, you're very quiet. I can't.
Thank you.
Alan, you're typing and over.
Alan, we can't hear because you're typing.
Okay, I've just turned it off.
Good. Right,
Yeah.
Eugene, have another go.
There were some odd ones. Can you hear me?
Yes.
There was a couple of odd ones, in my opinion, which was Stripe Record and Paying into Bank, for instance, being available by default to the secretary. And max member count was a similar one from the membership our membership secretary uses, but obviously Easing World have commented that they do use it. So it's really just getting a view of what the defaults should be, and in my opinion, the treasurer ones are not the right place for secretary.
Just on the maximum, can you hear me, Eugene or Chris?
Yeah.
Yeah, just on the maximum member count, we do use it, but I've since established also that it needs clarification because it includes members from other U3As. So there has to be some connection with the membership secretary by the secretary to clarify how many of each we have. Because we don't want to return the maximum member count if affiliation costs are already being paid by another U3A.
Yeah.
Does anybody else use the maximum member count?
Yeah, we use it.
Yeah.
To send their annual return.
Right, and so should it exclude the members of another U3A then?
Well, I'm always wary because I don't know whether they are. You know, I mean, some of it will be hanging over. You don't know whether they still are or not. So,
no, you don't know whether they still are or not. We just go by what they were when they joined.
Yeah, that's right. But I mean, that means that possibly nobody's paying the capitation fee.
That's why Peterborough have gone no affiliate members. You either belong to Peterborough U3A or you don't. End of story.
That's right. That's what we do. So I'm not bothered.
So we got members as well. They're members of two U3As and they pay the full whack at both.
Yeah, I don't mind that. I mean, if they, you know.
Yeah, but it means the third day trust think they got more members than they actually have.
Yeah, more members of the U3A movement. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the difficulty we've got.
I think we're talking about whether or not maximum member count is wrong or right. That perhaps is not really the question that we were sort of asking originally, is whether or not the maximum member count should be inside the secretary, and because Eugene wanted to remove it, but I think Richard want to keep it.
Well, I did at the time, but if it's going to need clarification from our point of view by the secretary contacting the membership secretary in any event before he fills the return in, then he may as well get both figures from the membership secretary to start with, rather than use the maximum member count.
Yeah, right.
I mean,
yes, because the maximum member.
I must ask, what harm does it do if they can read it?
Sorry, me?
What problem is it if they can read it? If they can use the max member count? I mean, to my mind, so what?
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's right. Yeah. I think Eugene, your main point was more to do with the treasurer ones, wasn't it?
Exactly. Yes, that's correct. There's two in there. Stripe record in the bank. And does anybody use those for the secretary?
I think the reason that was done was because we have the situation where the membership secretary pays in checks to the bank. So I think Chris did that so that if we give her a secretary function, she can do it.
Is that still the case, Neil?
Yes, unfortunately.
Right.
I mean, it'd almost be nice if you could allocate these permissions to an individual person, like you can, you know, more granularly. You know, if you said, well, X can use that.
Yeah, but there's
compromises.
But you can't. There are probably 100 processes. You're not going to have go through every member and say, well, which one of the 100 processes they can do.
No, but there are like that one's maybe an odd one compared to other U3As, but that's what's always been the case, because she receives the checks and pays them in and informs the treasurer.
So what harm does it do that the secretary, because I assume they are a member of the committee and all those sorts of things, that they have access to this information anyway?
And they're trustee anyway.
Yeah, I mean, nothing in the end. It's just
I understand.
clarity.
Yeah.
Because I give all these, the secretary all these menu items. They ask me what we're going to do with what we're going to do with Stripe Record, what I'm going to do with Pay 'em in Bank. And I said, well, it's easy, just ignore them. It raised the question of why they're there, and obviously Neil's got a good reason.
And I think that's what you did, Chris. I think because it stops. If you don't give them treasurer permissions, they can't because you couldn't do that. And I think that's what you did. Added it to the secretary from memory.
Yeah, but it was some years ago, wasn't it?
It was. Oh yes.
Yes.
It's been going on for a long while.
Okay, right. So I don't think it's so there's no real harm if we leave it then, Eugene. Do you think?
No, it's not real harm. It was just clarity and
okay.
If it's,
right. Well, let's leave it at that then. Okay. What about the content one? Because that's one that's probably the newest of them all, and that's just gives access to the
Is it the extra web pages?
I'm sorry?
The extra web pages.
Yeah, well, the extra web pages and also other amendable
Is it file
pages for the.
Is it the store? The store does it give?
No.
No, you can set up any feature in a section, can't you, and provide content access to anybody with authority. But they get along with it now, the web page creator.
They get the web page creator, yeah.
Yeah. It's a lot of what wouldn't want. And what makes it with content authority anyway.
That's pretty much what we're using content for, is that it gives them web page creator, and they have to be careful which web page they pick up to do the content in.
Yes.
I'm just going to nip out, Chris. Hold this sec.
Okay. So right. Okay. So the content is okay. It works all right. Nobody's having any problems with that side of things. Just a thought there then that the web page creator now has the history information on there about who where the page has been updated to and who last updated the page. So so that information is now available in the creator, so you can see what pages have been uploaded into the live system, and also who's changed the content of it. Right, okay. Well, okay.
Where do you see that information, Chris? I've just clicked into web page creator.
It's a rollover. You roll over the thing. It's a, what do they call it? A tooltip.
Right, hold on, I'll have a look.
Alan, all the background noise I'm getting is from you. As soon as you turn your mic off, everything goes quiet.
I've turned it off now then. But yes, you are right, Chris, you do get a rollover on it.
Am I the only one that hears that background noise from Alan?
No, I can hear it, Laurie. When it comes on, all that background noise, I can't hear anybody else pretty much.
That's right, yeah.
Yes, so I suppose we all ought to be on mute really then unless we're talking, I guess, and that's the way to solve it. Yeah.
I don't think it's coming from any of us, Chris.
Say again.
I don't think it's coming from any of us. I don't know where it's coming from.
No, it's breaking up for me, even when I've got it turned on or off, it doesn't matter, it's just breaking up. Richard, I can hear about every third word.
Yeah, no, Richard, I think, yes, I'm getting, but everybody else I'm getting okay. Okay, right, come on, let's move on then. The suggestion about making a group, making a gap around the web page creator blocks, sides and top. So you have So you don't have if you have a background color and on two blocks next to each other, they don't, they're not hard up against each other. There's just a thin white gap. How does that work as a suggestion? Everybody happy to do that, or unhappy to do it?
I think we've got one page that already does that.
You must have put. You might have put your own barrier thing round it.
Market.
Padding. That's what I was trying to think of. So, is that something you want to do? Something you don't want to do? Or don't care?
I'm going to just have to see if I can do it myself.
Chris, I've just looked at our logged out page on Peterborough, and on that logged out page there are towards the bottom of the page there are 3 columns that are 3 different colours, and there's no gap between them.
Yeah. I haven't put it in yet. This is just a discussion.
Oh, you're suggesting you want to put a gap in?
It's been suggested that we have a gap because some people are having to put their gap in, and it does look a bit odd when they're hard up against each other, I thought, but I'm happy to go with where people want to go. Any thoughts, anybody? Don't care.
I'm happy to do it myself.
Yeah, well, you've done it, yes. Yeah, you're doing it, yeah. Right. Well, I won't make any change then. I'll just leave it then. If nobody wants it, that's fine. Okay. I can't remember where this original suggestion came from, but oh, it was you.
Yeah.
Ah, it was Richard. Right. Fine. Okay. Okay. All right. Let's move on. Had a suggestion that that we should have a 2FA for logging into the administrator.
Yeah, Chris, right here. That was my idea. I'm getting increasingly concerned, obviously, that there's lots of hacking going on, and as a committee member, we have a duty of care to look after the members' data. So I'm getting really worried that one day someone hacks in and collects 200 or so members' information, and then holds us to ransom or something. But it's all possible. And if we do a 2FA, at least we've done, or can be seen to be done, our best to protect ourselves. At the moment, we've done a single password, and that's all you have.
What information do we hold on any of our databases that falls under GDPR as a critical information?
Well,
the worst you've got is an email address.
We hold GDPR related information, yes.
We hold a lot of it, actually.
So
yeah, very exposed.
What I suggested to Ray was that maybe a compromise here would be to have to register, to restrict it to a device. So you register you could only log in on the particular device, and therefore.
The trouble is, Chris, I in with multiple devices, phone, MacBook, Mac, everything, like several ways in. So I'm never tied to one device.
Sorry, I can't hear it, Ray. Can you do it again?
Oh yeah, I log into from many devices, MacBook, the Mac, laptops, phones. So I wouldn't want to be restricted to one device.
No, I wasn't suggesting. I was just suggesting that you register a device. So in other words, if you want to go into 6 different ones, you register the six devices you're going to use, and so nobody else other could use it from any other device unless you've given it you've allowed that device to be used.
Yeah,
It's
I mean,
basically putting a cookie on each device, saying yes, you can come in as an administrator on this particular on the site, and they wouldn't, and nobody could, if they couldn't log in, they wouldn't be able to log in from anywhere else.
But
so
that clears with cookies all the time. I'm always clearing cookies out. That would be a pain in the backside.
Listening to the ex-head of GCHQ this morning, I mean, most cyber attacks appear to be via a member, by somebody who's got a login, not necessarily breaking in.
it could be either.
It gives away their login credentials.
Yeah.
Are you suggesting it just for administrator access? Or
Yes.
That's what I was wondering.
Yes. Anyone who can get access to members' information.
Oh, that's almost anyone on the committee then.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
All that. I mean,
It would be the directory.
And the group leaders.
It would be the directory, it would be the membership, and it would be the administrator, yeah.
And
Anybody that,
Members details.
yeah, group leaders can get access to their members' details.
Yeah.
yeah, but only their
Phone
own.
number, email addresses.
Yeah, I mean, my suggestion was an email. So when you log in, or you attempt to log in, you get sent an email with a code, and you type that code in, and that gives you access. But, you know, that's sort of customary today with banks, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
I appreciate that things have moved on, but a number of years ago we dealt with GDPR, and that's where we are.
Sorry, yeah, I didn't understand. I think we need to do something.
right, okay.
Well, I mean, there's two aspects of this, isn't there? There's one is the GDPR and whether people have been made aware of what they're supposed to do with the data, and there's also the access to administrator capability. I'd have thought they were two different things. The 2FA for people like us who have administrator access would be easily enough. We could cope with.
Yeah.
I'm not sure all of our committee members could cope.
Well, I mean, you know, if you lose 1,000 members' information, you're going to be up in the courts paying a lot of money.
Well, no, you never lose it because it's all secured elsewhere. So
Well,
you're not
you don't
going to lose it. The only way is that people get access to it and sell your email addresses. That's about the sum of all that can be, isn't it?
Okay.
It's all held elsewhere, and so you can't. So you're not going to lose anything. So
No, I don't mean that.
So
you've just got a duty of care, isn't it, to make certain that the information you hold is held securely.
I thought administrators could edit the database. Is that not true?
Just say again, Ray, sorry.
I thought admin could actually edit the database.
No.
They can't edit the structure of the database, but they can edit the information that's there.
Yeah, okay. So they
Well,
could
so
wipe
can
it.
And they could access
the membership secretary. Yeah, the membership secretary can change the content.
True.
How easy, Chris, would it be to implement a 2FA?
Ideally, with an authenticator.
Yeah, I mean, I use Authenticator for a lot of websites.
Yeah, I do too.
3 different Authenticator apps. I'd be quite happy for one of them.
Because you don't need contact. You know, you get 30
Yes.
seconds.
How does that work?
Well, you get 30 seconds with the code. So when you log in with your username and password, it asks you for the code that is available out of the authenticator, which I take it is time-based somehow, and you can see the time going away. So you put a 6-digit code in that's held in your phone. There's no communication from the server to you. It's something that is already, they know what the answer is, and you've got to put it in.
Yeah, I've got the Google one and the Microsoft one. They work in different ways, but they work.
Yes, I've got both as well, Laurie.
Well, how does that stop somebody else
Because they haven't got
logging in if they've got the password? Because in order to do this, they have to have the password, don't they?
That's after the password.
Then they need. I don't know whether you can read that. All those codes.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So they're running out. So you can see the end. See that mark at the end? That's the time going down. How long that's valid for?
Yeah. And so what's the significance?
The code changes.
You have to type the code in after you've logged in.
After you've logged in. So you can only get it off here.
Each one of those lines that's in that file showing there, Neil, is set up initially through a QR code, for instance, that you get from the website you're trying to get to. So that's unique to using, but nobody else can use that app to your codes.
But what happens if you don't do it? I mean,
you can't log in.
So where does the software sit then?
The software must sit on the server, so it knows. I don't know what basis they produce these codes on.
Okay.
The thing is, it probably would cost money, because I think you have to use another service, don't you?
Yeah, you must have to.
Yeah.
It's a bit like, you know,
right.
you do online banking. If you're at Barclays, you have to put your debit card into a machine and you get a code out of it. Same sort of thing.
So, okay, and you use that a lot, do you?
Yeah, I've got it on.
Yeah, all of them.
About 15 accounts here.
Yeah, me too.
Right. Yeah, Stripe uses it, for instance. Yeah.
Okay.
I've got it and I very rarely use it.
Sorry?
I've got the app, but I very rarely use it. I prefer to have them send me a notification on the phone and then put in the 6-digit from that.
Yeah. See, I mean, for instance, I use it on Stripe, all our Stripe accounts.
But it doesn't matter if it's sending you an email or a text or an authenticator app. You still have to use a third-party provider. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
That might be prohibitive.
Yeah, I think it probably is prohibitive. Quite sophisticated, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, that's.
Okay. Look, leave it with me, and I'll have a look and see if there's anything that you know what our options are. Then, you know.
I think Ray's got a point, though. We probably should be seen to be doing something because our members will hear all these reports about hacking, and may well say, "Well, what are you doing then?" Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Leave it with me. I'll provide something. I'll try and find.
Give us any information about what they do to protect their service.
Who? Sorry.
Sorry, Neil.
Give us any information about what they do to with security. I take it they're obviously responsible for some of the security.
Who are you talking about as being they?
The web host.
Oh no, I don't. No, I don't think so.
There is another possibility. Is I think if you use Cloudflare, they do some checking, and I think maybe there's possibly some free authentication stuff in Cloudflare.
Oh right. Yeah, it goes away, doesn't it? You have to tick the box, and it goes away for a few seconds.
Yeah, and I use Cloudflare a lot, but so I'll have a look to see if it's free-ish.
Okay. Okay. Right. All right. Okay. Let's move on then. Actually, Ray, a second, you were raising a general question when you about large files. That you wanted to store large files, and I think I was suggesting to you there that you could everybody could use their G drive to store all their large files on, and then they can link they get links to those and to put them into your website, either for either PDFs or JPEGs or MP4s or whatever it is. As long as they're set up in the right way, you can have all those displaying from the information held on the G drive, and the access to there is pretty quick, I think. So I think that's an answer to that anyway, to give it a go.
Yes, Chris, yes, we will try that. Just to give you some quick background, what we now do on the logged in homepage is present an MP4, which is just derived from a PowerPoint, and it runs showing the monthly events. And next to it, we have maybe an audio recording of a monthly speaker's talk, and that will play when people log in. So that requires, AV, audio files and MP4 files, and we found the 10 meg limitation were quite restrictive. So
yeah.
We'll try that then, Chris.
Yeah, I think that's it's an answer there. I think we can use Google to store all our stuff on, and it saves an awful lot.
Okay.
Right. Okay. So the next thing I don't know who's is anybody else using SMS other than Neil and Causeway? No. Okay. Causeway wanted to introduce a facility to send a text message to an individual from the member view. Nobody else would use it if they had that.
Don't think so. The only thing we need is if you have to cancel a class, really, at short notice.
Yeah. Okay. And not not people without email addresses.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Oh, it sounds like it's a Causeway. Don't think there's anybody from Causeway today.
I haven't seen anyone.
No. Okay, right, fine. All right, I'll go back to that one. Right, okay, so just some of the things that are in 14.5, I don't know whether people have been testing it, looking at it and see it's okay. Any feedback from it? Anybody looked at it?
It seemed okay to me for what we use. I didn't test any of the finance stuff.
Right. Okay. Well, there's a lot of tickets that's been in there which people have requested. So I don't want to put it live until you guys sort of say yes, it works. If you like, the ticket's been solved. So I think there are tickets from Crew, Congleton. I can't find the list at the moment. So who else there? Southampton, Causeway, Holmes Chapel, Wrexham, Scarborough, Monksbrook. Yeah. So if I can ask you all guys to, if it's your ticket, if you can just make certain that it's working okay and let me know, and then I'll as I say, I don't want to put it up until until you're happy with it. The larger things that are in there was that there's now a bulk, like equivalent to bulk email. There's now a bulk SMS in there, so that you can send SMSs to. Originally, it was put in just for groups. You can now send bulk ones, which I think that's probably more for Causeway's requirements than probably sounds though anybody else's. Then,
have you taken the ability to see the change log out of 14.5? I can't click the version number anymore at 14.5.
Are you logged in?
Yeah. Oh, sorry, no, I'm not, because I forgot. I fell further. I was logged
Doesn't
in.
work when you're not logged in. Right. Okay.
I'll withdraw that. Works perfect.
Good. Right. The second thing that's been put in there is this auto join thing that we talked about last time. This is being able to, from groups, from standard and registration groups, you can send out an email now from bulk email saying if you want to join this group, you can join it by clicking on the link that's there. So I think it works, but again, it needs to be checked through to make sure it's working okay. But
so what's that, Chris? If you're doing a bulk email, you've got an insert template.
Yes, there's a template for. Well, no, there's more to it than that. You go to your groups first, and you sort of decide whether or not this group can be an auto join group.
Yeah.
And you'll see that there is a new line on the top line, on the group leaders icons. There's a new icon there, which is what shape is it? I just can't remember quite. Hang on. It's a figure of 8 or something, is it? Hang on, let's have a look. Oh, it's a chain link. That's right. It is a chain link. Yeah. Yes, that's right. And you can. It's a toggle on and off. And it's only available to the group coordinator. So the group coordinator can nominate the group as that. And then if you put that in, then in your bulk email, you've got that option to include that link into any email you send out from bulk email. Right. Okay. The next thing is that there's now a single day group. You can, when you set up a group, you can just nominate it as a single day if it's one of your events. And that takes out a lot of the stuff that comes up and says what day of the week it is and all that sort of stuff. It doesn't do that anymore. It just rubs those out. And so if you click the checkbox alongside the date, you can just have it as a single date. So then the only thing you then have to decide is whether or not how it's displayed, whether or not you display it as a user-defined statement on the group listing, or it just puts the single date in, and that's the only thing you choose. So again, if you want to have a play with it and try it and let me know if you find any problems with it. I put a description in the version release on making membership type changes during your renewal period, about what to put in the financial fields that come up on there to make certain that you don't end up double charging or whatever. So you can use those. I think there's been a few problems recently with that. That people have been putting in the wrong values in there. So hopefully you'll find those in the version release to actually hopefully do it correctly. Right, okay. The next thing I was going to do is just ask everybody how they're getting on with the new version, whether that's all working okay and not getting any problems with it. Alan, I think you're unmuted again. And
sorry.
Yeah. So, is people using it? Is it working okay? Any problems?
Well, didn't Alan bring one up about the register? That there was only one version available
Of which?
of the register in V11.
Oh, yeah, right.
You get the Excel download if you go into the admin site, but you don't get the Excel download if you're using the members site.
Yeah, but it's the members site that they'll be using it from, isn't it? Because he'll be the leader.
Exactly. Yes, exactly. It needs reinstating in the members site.
Okay. But everybody's happy with it then? No comments, no... Is everybody using it? Who is and who isn't using it?
Yeah, we've got the obvious ones whereby there were the ones who didn't like the old site because the menu system was too complicated. We've now simplified the menu, and we've now got one saying, oh, well, I can't find anything, I don't understand the menu site. You are never going to satisfy all the people all of the time.
That's why I've not turned it on yet. I know that's going to happen.
Guaranteed, Neil. Absolutely guaranteed.
I quite agree. It looks an awful lot better, but I'm just aware of how poor they are at doing things.
Things are as basic as they can't use a drop-down menu.
Yeah, well, don't mean that. I just mean that when there's any change, you know.
Yeah.
The committee like it, you know, and I've got go ahead to go away to go with you.
I don't like change. I don't like change. I wish we could go back to using awesome cars. I don't like these new things called cars. They're horrible.
I'm quite happy.
The new member site is fine, Chris.
Yeah, looks fine.
Good. Okay, right, that's fine. And the web page creators working okay as well for everybody who's using it?
Yeah, for everybody.
What does that mean, Rich?
Yeah, it seems to be.
We've been using U3AWeb for a long time, and a lot of the pages have been generated by another method. So apart from trying out the web page creator when you first put it in, I've not really regularly used it since. And I find it easier just to go into the HTML and change a date or text than go through the web page creator again.
Doesn't resize it then, though, does it, Richard?
Sorry, Neil, missed that.
It doesn't resize properly then, does it? If you just carry on with the HTML version. Because I tried that, and of course... Well, yours does.
Well, if I don't overwrite one from either direction, but I can change a text paragraph within the HTML, and it retains all the blocks and columns of the web page.
It'll go across the page and reformat in a small version, just like the ones done. Does it? Oh,
yeah.
Right. The one I tried.
Blocks and columns.
So you're changing the HTML inside the system's details, in effect.
Yeah.
I've done that on some pages, yes.
Yeah. Well, it's there. To, you know, you can do what you. The only problem is that if you then go back and want to make any changes, those changes you're making on system ones don't get reflected elsewhere. So you have to redo those if you were redoing the page and things.
Yeah.
I thought the original idea of Web Page Creator, Chris, was the fact that someone who's not savvy about HTML could use Web Page Creator and create a good-looking page, but the HTML access is still there if you want to use it.
Absolutely. Yeah, exactly. You know, and it's a half and half thing if you want to use it as well. You know, so who can I just say who's not going to use it then? Not the web, but the new format. Is everybody going to use it in time?
Yeah, we are. Yes.
But not there yet.
Yeah, eventually, I think.
I've got that. It's been left to me to do the pages, which is really what I didn't want to do.
So I think probably I've been through most of the things which I had on my list. Anybody want to talk about anything else, to raise anything else?
Hi, Chris.
Laurie, you're talking, we can't hear you.
Yeah, you're muted, Laurie.
I clicked and clicked twice. Yeah, I've just sent you an email with some information about free 2FA, which was extremely difficult to find with a search on the internet. It instantly came up. So it looks like it is possible to do it using an authenticator app, but it does need development work.
Right. Okay. Oh well, I'll have a little look and then
Yeah.
send it out to everybody and see what we can do. You know, I think if it's something that people want, then we'll do it. Yeah. Good. Right. Anything else? Anybody? No. Right. Good. Okay. Thanks very much then. See you all next month, perhaps.
Bye.
Cheers then. Bye.
Thanks, Chris.
Bye. Yes.
Talking to myself again. Bye, Chris.